Christmas and welcome back for another video. Merry Christmas everybody. I hope that you guys got everything you wanted. My husband and I really focused on our kids and my daughter Kennedy and my son Davion. They both got what they wanted and a lot of what they needed, and no complaints from this area. But we pray that you all had a very Merry Christmas. We spent it with family and we just laid around and scratched and ate. Oh yeah, and scratched. So we had a fantastic Christmas and we pray that you did as well. So in this video we're going to be focused on the best of 2013. I will be doing different videos with different features. This one is going to be about makeup. However, I am going to be doing one on hair products. I know you guys will enjoy that. And I'm also going to do one on on makeup brushes. I feel like a lot of you guys would like to know, because you ask me all the time about my makeup brushes, so I will definitely be bringing that video to you as well. Okay, so let's get started. In this video, the best, in my opinion, for 2013 as far as primers, because the first one on the list is primer, and that would be my MAC Prep and Prime Natural Radiance Base. I really enjoy this. I think it gives me the most flawless finish underneath my makeup. It definitely keeps me a little, it gives me like a radiance from underneath my foundation. I know that sounds absolutely ridiculous because you're covering your face with makeup, but for some reason it really, like, it gives me more. I get so many compliments. People always saying, Shalinda, you look like you're glowing, and I have to believe that a little bit of that is attributed from my primer. So I really like this primer. More importantly, you guys know that I'm a little dry, and this definitely keep my little dry patches away. So definitely the best primer for 2013 is this bad boy right here. The next one is foundation, and believe it or not, I haven't had this foundation for too long, but since I've had it, I've absolutely loved it and fallen in love with it, and I live for it, I breathe for it. And that is my Lancome Tint Idole Ultra 24-Hour Foundation. I absolutely love this. I do have a video coming up giving you a full review on this foundation, my application and all that. And I recorded it maybe like 3 weeks ago, but I promise to get that up for you. But I absolutely love this foundation. I do have it on right now. It gives me such a natural look and it lasts all day. It doesn't flake up. I never worry about creasing. I'm telling you guys. It is pricey, but I'll leave all that for the other video. But I'm telling you guys, I'm absolutely in love with this foundation. Really like this. You guys are surprised that it's not a MAC foundation, right? Me too, because I do love my MAC foundation, but I have to say, if I was going out or doing something, this is the one that I think that I know I'll gravitate to more, because it just gives me such a natural look. I don't look cakey. I don't look like I have on a ton of foundation, at least in my opinion. So this is the one that I choose for 2013. The next one is concealers, and unfortunately, it's just like everyone else's. It is what it is. If you find a good concealer, it's just good, and mine is no different than most people, and that is the MAC Prolong concealers. I have it in 3 different colors, and I love each and every one of them. This is just a fantastic concealer. Some people actually use this as foundation as well. I do see that it's definitely blendable, so I do understand why some people use this as a foundation, but I think it's a fantastic concealer and or highlighter. I really love it. It lasts for a very long time. It doesn't crease. It blends like no one's business. It doesn't look cakey. Yeah, I mean, it's no different than most of the women on YouTube or around the world that wear makeup that has tried this concealer. It's hands down favorite. Now, is it pricey? I don't think so. I think this is anywhere between $20 and $15 if I'm not mistaken. But if you don't want to use this, there is a dupe. And there's a very cheap dupe, a $1.99 dupe. What is that dupe? I'm going to show you what that dupe is. And that dupe is the LA Girls Pro Concealer High Definition. These little tubes are everything. You guys have seen it on YouTube. I guarantee you, I also did a video on these. These are fantastic. These are like the closest duplication to the MAC Prolong Wear concealers that I have personally come into contact with. My favorite, I can't even say my favorite because I use them all, but the one I use the most is Dark Cocoa, and the reason why is because I've worn this as foundation. And when I say that, I didn't apply it as foundation. I literally just put it in my areas that I want to take away the darkness, and literally buffed it out. We walked out the damn door, and it lasts all day. It looked like skin. I'm telling you, I love this foundation. I'm sorry, this concealer. I also use it as a concealer, obviously, also to brow bone highlight, all that good stuff. I love this. I've also used this as eyeshadow base. So these are just fantastic. If I'm looking to make a statement, or I need something that's a little bit more reliable, I will use this. This is the Prolong grade, only if I'm going out or something like that. But for everyday use, I definitely go for my LA Girls concealer, and I'm in love with both of them. Next one is powder, and believe it or not, I don't really change my powders too much. When I find one then I just stick with that one. So I'm just going to show you what that is. Obviously, it should be no huge surprise, and that is my MAC my Mineralized Skin Finish in Deep Dark. I really like this stuff. I feel like it gives me also a nice radiance to my skin, especially when I just use my, I just put it down, my Prolong wear. I'm sorry, my LA Girls Pro Concealer. Just this with a little, and I powder my face with this. Honestly, it looks phenomenal. It looks like I have a face full of makeup, and I don't. Look, I've looked very done up for no reason. So this is definitely my favorite. When I don't use this, because this is expensive, when I don't use this on like a everyday stuff, like that's like if I'm going, I use these two if I'm going to my son's school or going somewhere. I don't want to look like I literally just got out of bed. But if I'm rocking to the store, I might use this, but I'm definitely using this. And this is my L'Oreal True Match powder. This is from the drugstore. Guys, I've never found a powder that does like this. I use this to conceal as also to powder. It doesn't give me a very powdery, cakey look. By all means, this is definitely my absolute favorite drugstore powder. Any woman of color that I've ever, and I've definitely hit pan, and this is like my 5th one. Anyone that I've ever like heard use this raves about it. I absolutely love it, just because it does give you such a nice finish without being too powdery and all that good stuff. So this is my why can't I keep anything in my hand? But hands down, this is definitely my favorite drugstore powder by far. Next one is bronzer, and I don't actually have like a plethora of bronzer. And it's okay, because a woman of my complexion, we don't really have a lot of bronzers that we can get our hands on. But there's a few. But we all know the one that we all love, and that is my CoverGirl Ebony Bronze Q120 bronzer. This just gives me just enough blood back into my face, especially after I apply my foundation, and I look, you know, I look kind of dead because it's like flat. It does have a slight sheen in it, which is really pretty, because you can use this. I've also used this as eyeshadow. You know, you can use it as a little bit of blush depending on how you apply it. So for me and women of my complexion, I definitely believe that this is the best bronzer for us. Okay, so the next one is blush. And once again, I do have blush, but I'm not a huge blush addict. But my favorite this year has been not a blush, but I apply it as blush. And that is by Nars, and it's called Persia. And this is it right here. And you know, this little tiny thing costs like $30 or something like that. It's ridiculous. But this is the color here. And it's not coming up on camera the way it really looks. It's definitely more orange than it is red. And it is freaking gorgeous. The pigmentation is sick. I have to use this with a very light hand, but it gives such a nice flesh of blood right there. And it also has the orange that, in my opinion, looks really good on dark skin tones. This has been, for this year, it's been my go-to when I do wear blush, because I don't wear blush very often. That's just the truth. She's it. Love this blush. The next one is highlighter. My first one would be my Max Prep and Prime highlighter in Peach Lustre. You guys know that I absolutely love this. I've done reviews on it. I did a video. If you haven't seen that video, definitely check below. I'll definitely link it below. So is this one. I think it's the most natural looking highlight ever. It doesn't make me look like two different people because I'm super white under here and everywhere else I'm black. This makes me look very, I do have it on right now and it's just not overwhelming. It just makes me look a little bit more awake. So I really love this one. Hands down, definitely my favorite. I do use one from on like other days that is not a duplicate, because I know a lot of people saying that there's a dupe from LA Girls. It is really not, in my opinion. But when I do want to use a slight highlight, I do highlight my eyes with just a lighter color of the concealer. But that's about it. As far as highlight, as far as like a color, my favorite, since I've gotten my hands on it, has actually come from Sleek. And it's a part of the Sleek Face Contour Kit in dark. And it's been my favorite because I feel like it gives me the most natural highlight. And it's right here. I think it's so beautiful. I do not know the name of it. I wish I did. But this highlight, to me, on my skin tone, it has like a goldy, coppery look. But to me, it is so just natural. That's it right there. Look how gorgeous that is. For a woman of my skin tone, sometimes like a highlight can just be too much. Wait, I gotta look in the mirror and do that. Sometimes it can just be too much. But for me, I think this one is like perfect because it literally kisses the sun and the sun gravitates to that cheekbone, and with that highlight being there on my skin tone, it's absolutely gorgeous. Hands down, since I've gotten my hand on this palette, I've very rarely, I tried it one time, the dark. I think it's just too much for me unless I'm going for that look. But that highlight, yes, to the gods. I've been using it like crazy. So yes, definitely best highlight in my opinion for 2013. I use the following. I use old concealers that I chose that I do not like. I use it for my brow bones. So to highlight and to I'm sorry, not to conceal, but to clean up my brows, I use the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. I like this for highlighting my brow bone and just cleaning it up, make it look nice and fresh when it's not, because I can't think of the last time I actually went and got my eyebrows done, that's being honest. I've also started using this as primer. I really like it. So I've been using this, and I like this a lot for that purpose, and for that purpose alone. Underneath my eye, huge fail. For my actual eyebrows, I've been using the Milani eyebrow pencil. I think it's fantastic. This color is in dark brown, and I only use this for just the tail of my eyebrows, and that's it, just the tail of my eyebrows. For the inner part of my eyebrows, I've been, and this is just being honest, I use an NYC eyebrow pencil. Look how tiny that is. I've been using this for so long till it's that tiny, but it's a lighter brown, and I use this just to fill in my eyebrows. I never take it all the way here, but just to fill in, because I use this one just to kind of trace out the eyebrow. For the beginning part of my eyebrows, you guys have seen this before, and it's by e.l.f. This is the e.l.f. eyebrow treat and tame little thing. I don't really use the gel too much. I always use this one, and I like it because it's darn near my skin color, and you don't want your beginning part of your eyebrows to be too harsh. I mean, we've all seen that, and it looks a little weird. So I like this because I use it, and it comes with a little brush, and I just brush out the very beginning. So it has like a soft beginning, and it then gets a little bit more tamed at the end, or a little bit more exact, for the lack of better words. But I really like this. I honestly, I know there's other ones, but e.l.f. does it right for me, so I have no problem with this. And okay, so as far as eyeshadow, they asked for what is your best of 2013 eyeshadow palette. Should be no surprise because I love it so much, and that is my Loreal Pro palette. I love this palette, and I have a plethora of palettes behind me, but in my opinion, this is by far the best. I love, yeah, it's messy. The color payoff is ridiculous. I love that I can get so many different looks out of this. I can get a very natural day look. I can get a very extreme look. I love everything, the versatility about this palette. The neutrals at the top and the shimmers at the bottom. I absolutely love this palette. I don't know what else to tell you. Love it. It's just everything. It has your blacks, it has my browns, it has my lights. It has everything that I possibly need. So I definitely love this palette, best hands down. This is the one that if I was traveling like long term and I just need to grab one palette, it would be this one, not even a question. However, I just want to show you one more thing, and that's my favorite eyeshadow. And I've actually looked around and really paid attention and really thought about this because I want to think about which eyeshadow have I gravitated to the most this year. Which one was that I gravitated to, and the one that I've worn in multiple occasions by itself or with other looks, and that would be my MAC Brown Script. I love this eyeshadow. I love it probably even more by itself. I think it's a gorgeous transition color, which I've worn it as. I've worn it by itself. I've just smoked out my, I've worn this underneath my eye. I love this. As far as just a regular single eyeshadow, it would be this one hands down. Love this brown script. Brown script, brown script. What script? Brown script. The next one will be eyeliner, and my favorite hands down, and it's not an expensive one, is by Loreal, and that's the voluminous smoldering eyeliner. I absolutely adore this eyeliner. One, because of the pigmentation. Two, because of the form. It's, look at that tip. I go above my I line all over my eyes with this. I go above the lid, under the lid. I can get as detailed as I want it. I can make it as thick as I want it, as thin as I want it. I just feel like this one gives me the most flexibility and never ever lets me down, and it doesn't smudge. And you know, like, unless I want it to. But I don't have to worry about running if I don't set it with a black eyeshadow. Hands down the best eyeliner in my opinion. I've tried really expensive ones and I always go back to her. She's just bomb.com. The next one is mascara. And you guys know me, I'm a mascara whore. So I really am. I will try multiple mascaras. I love trying mascaras. I feel like anytime your face is done, you don't have mascara on. Even if your face isn't done, don't leave the house without some shades in your mascara. This is my opinion. Or some lip gloss and mascara. So I have a few. But I have two that I use specifically together all the time without question. Let's not talk about it. I love these both together. The first one would be by Maybelline, the Mega Plush Volume Mascara. Really, really like this mascara. I think it's fantastic. I do see a lot of volume with this mascara. What I don't see is a lot of length, which is where number two comes in at. And that is the L'Oreal Telescopic Shocking Extensions Mascara. This one takes my lashes like to a whole new length without doing multiple layers and no clumping. I absolutely love these two together. They are a, come on, sing it with me now, a perfect combination. Lovers to a T. These two together, I think they are absolutely great. So now we're on to the lips, and the lips really shouldn't be like a huge shocker. And this one was hard because you guys know I have multiple lipsticks that I absolutely love, but this is all about the best of the best of the best, the ones you gravitate to, and I have so many that this one was really hard because I want to show you the ones that I absolutely love, like my babies. But of course there's two that I feel like if I didn't have any other lipsticks and I only had these two, I would actually be okay. So the first one you guys should know. Like, I almost want to quiz you guys. If you know me, you should know what this is. And that is Cozy Up by MAC. It is a matte lipstick. I absolutely love it. It's kind of peachy, like a peachy orange nude. I absolutely love this. I can't express enough. I feel like it's a really nice nude. Now there are other ones like Velvet Teddy that's a very more natural looking. This one doesn't make my lips too ashy, and it doesn't make me look too you know, it's not too light as far as the ash, but it also isn't too dark. It doesn't like blend in with my skin. To me, it's perfect with the following lip line that I'm gonna show you in a minute. But hands down, as far as like my natural lips, if I had to gravitate to any of them, first one I would choose is Cozy Up, and if I wasn't really looking for that one, then I would use Velvet Teddy. Okay, but then if I'm looking for some lips that go bow, 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 it would be of course, Ruby Woo. Ruby Woo always stands out to me. It is a gorgeous red. You can never go wrong with this. Yes, it will destroy your lips. If your lips aren't well moisturized, stay far away from this lipstick. It will make your lips look so chapped up, it's not even funny. But if your lips are ready for this, it would make your lips look like $1,000,000, and it will last for a very long time. It's very rarely smears all over the place. I absolutely love this lipstick. I feel like it's appropriate for day and night depending on how you wear it and when you wear it and all those different things. But hands down, if I only had these two on an island, believe it or not, I think I stay kind of cute. As far as lip liners, I don't own a lot of lip liners because I feel like lip liners is almost a little bit of a waste of money, only because of my skin tone. I find that mainly brown tone lip liners work best for me. Even if I'm wearing a purple lipstick or something like that, I can get away with matchy lip liners, but I don't really do that too much. I like my lips to kind of blend in flawlessly without looking too worked on. And so I kind of stick with Milani because they're cheaper. I love the quality. I love the consistency. They work for me. My favorite one this year has been this one in Cocoa. And it's a color statement lip pencil, and it's this color here. It's not too dark and it's not too light. It definitely shows up with any lipstick on. I do have it on right now, and it blends in seamlessly. I really like this lip liner. The other one that I really like from Milani is Kokomo. You guys have heard me seen me use that in multiple tutorials. I really like that one as well. But my favorite lip liners have come from Milani. I don't spend a lot of money on lip liners. I think it's unnecessary. The next one is my last one. It's not really a category that I believe is a part of this tag, but I had to show it some love because since I've gotten my hands on it, I've absolutely loved it. Oh, to the goodness. And that has been by Motives, the 10 years younger makeup setting spray to the goodness. Guys, this is freaking-tastic. Now, I don't know about making you look 10 years younger, but I feel like the way this sets my makeup, I don't have to apply my makeup again for many hours. I love this stuff. I think it's fantastic. You know, it's just one of those prizes that you so happy that you got an extra dollar. This is like the icing on the cake for me. So I absolutely love it. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry for such a long video, but how do I give you the best of 2013 makeup without really telling you why I love them so much? Guys, if I don't make another video, guys, happy holidays, happy new year. I pray that you guys go into a new year feeling revived, feeling energized to do something different in your life. I love you guys so freaking much. It's not even funny. Be blessed. Be a blessing to someone. Guys, don't forget the reason for the season. Spend some time with God. Just talk to him as though you would talk to me or someone in your family or your friends. Talk to him, guys. He is willing and ready to embrace you. Love you to pieces. Beautiful ladies, feel good about yourself. Shine and have a reason to smile, and if you don't have a reason to smile, smile anyway. God loves you, and so do I. Take our love with you everywhere you go, and if you can't take it, then don't go. Love you guys. Bye. Mwah. Happy New Year.